Okay, Karan, this is in response to your request about number 8 and number 9 on the exponential growth worksheet, that you were having problems with it. So I'm going to do a little videotape here, and then I'll send you an email and let you know so that you can look at this and watch. Okay? So number 8 says solve by factoring. So what we need to do, remember, is take our 6 times our 1, and we need to find factors of 6 that are going to, when we add together, give us -1. So 1 and 6 aren't going to work. How about 2 and 3? I think that will work. So when we do this 2 and 3, what we're going to do is come over here and we're going to say 6x squared minus 3x plus 2x, because we need this number to end up to be a -1. So we need the 3 to be larger as a negative and the 2 to be smaller. Minus 1 is equal to 0. Then we're going to break them in pairs, and so we have a factor of 6x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we need to factor out what we can factor out of here, and if you see the 6x squared minus 3x, we can take out a 3x, and we're going to end up with 2x minus 1 plus, over here we already have 2x minus 1, so let's just factor out a 1, and we end up with 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we end up with 3x minus 1 as one factor, plus 1, times 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. There's your two factors. Now we need to solve, because it doesn't say find the factors, it says to solve. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, and we have 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. And so we're going to bring our 1 across. We're going to subtract 1 from both sides. We end up with 3x is equal to -1, or x, and divide both sides by 3. X is equal to -1/3. So one of our answers is x is equal to -1/3. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to add 1 to both sides. We end up with 2x is equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2, and we end up with x is equal to 1/2. So x is either equal to -1/3 or x is equal to 1/2. Okay, that's number 8. Number 9, solve by formula. You need to go back to your reference chart and use the quadratic formula, which, if you remember, is x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, and all of this is over 2 times a. So we need to identify our a, b, and c values. Our a value is 2. Our b value is what? -4, and our c value is 2. Because it's already set to 0, we can identify those. We don't have to do any manipulation to get there. So we've got a -4 plus or minus the square root of b squared. So we're going to have a -4 in parentheses squared minus 4 times 2 times 2 all over 2 times a, which is 2. If you clean this up underneath here, you're going to end up with a 16 minus 16. So what you're going to end up with here is a negative times a negative. It's going to give you 4 plus or minus the square root of 0, which is 0, okay, all over 4. So essentially you end up with your solution here as x equals 4 over 4, which is 1. So there is only one solution to this problem, because 4 plus 0 over 4 is going to give you 1. 4 minus 0 over 4 is going to give you 1. So that is, I hopefully will clear up how to do 8 and 9 and help you for the future problems that you might have also. And have a great day.